Hello friends, how are you? I welcome you all to my YouTube channel SUMERU Easy Accountancy Platform. Friends, in last session we studied the second component of final accounts, that is profit and loss account. Those who missed the last session, they can enjoy the same. For that purpose, I am giving the link of that video in the description box. Friends, today we are going to see the third component of final accounts, and that one is balance sheet. Balance sheet is not an account. It is just a statement which one showing the financial position of the business on a particular date. It shows the assets and liabilities of the business. All the personal and real accounts are recorded to balance sheet. Balance sheet is divided into two parts. The left hand side of balance sheet is called capital and liabilities. This side shows the sources of funds. The right hand side of the balance sheet is called assets and properties. This one side shows the application of fund. The total of asset sides and total of liability side must be equal. So here we are going to see now the explanation of some important concepts, some items which are to be mentioned in the balance sheet. So those items we are going to discuss now. So first one is asset side of balance sheet. Assets of the business are classified into three categories, which are as follows. 1. Fixed assets. 2. Current assets. They are also called as floating assets. Third, fictitious assets. So one by one we can see in detail. So first one is fixed assets. Fixed assets are not purchased for resale. They are permanently used in the business. These assets are held in the business for a long period. Depreciation is charged on fixed assets. Fixed assets are again subdivided into two parts. A, that one is tangible assets, and B, intangible assets. First one, A, tangible assets. Tangible assets are those which are of permanent nature and can be seen by our eyes. For example, motor car, furniture, building, land and building, plant and machinery, etc. B. Intangible assets. Intangible assets are those which cannot be seen by our eyes, but these assets are having money value. For example, trademark, patents, copyright, goodwill, etc. Now we are going to see the second one, that is current assets, or we can call floating assets. The nature of these assets changes from time to time. These assets are held in the business for a short period. These assets are converted into cash, and cash is also reinvested in these assets again. All current assets are tangible assets. What I'm saying, all current assets are tangible assets. These assets are also called as floating assets, as the value of these assets changes continuously. So, examples: sundry debtors, bills receivable, cash in hand, cash at bank, prepaid expenses, outstanding incomes, etc. Third one is fictitious assets. These assets are not the real assets of the business. These assets are intangible assets but do not have any realizable value. For example, preliminary expenses or profit and loss account, that is a debit balance. That one is also fictitious asset. Discount on issue of shares or debentures, etc. Now we are going to see the another one important item in balance sheet. That one is liability side of the balance sheet. Liabilities of the business are divided into three parts. First one, fixed liabilities. Second, current liabilities. And third, contingent liabilities. First one, fixed liabilities. These are long-term liabilities. Capital is a fixed liability because it is payable to partners at the end of the business. That means example of fixed liabilities are capital and long-term loans. Second one is current liabilities. These are short-term liabilities. These liabilities are generally redeemed within 1 year. Redeemed means which are to be paid within 1 year. For example, sundry creditors, bank overdraft, bills payable, outstanding expenses, short-term loans, etc. Third one is contingent liabilities. These liabilities are not real liabilities but may occur in the future as liability. It depends on the various situations. For example, liabilities for workmen's compensation pending in court, liability of bills discounted with bank, etc. So friends, today we studied the last component of final accounts. So I hope you may understood the balance sheet and its important items. Thank you.